Welcome to your known unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown to you. Welcome back. We're going to pull some cards and see what messages are needing to be seen, what's coming through, what needs to be recognized, made aware of. Yeah, it's going to be good. So without further ado, let's get to it, let's into it, and let's pull some cards for you today. Looks like right now the messages, the energy we're sitting in, you're sitting in, is resourcefulness, a disciplined fashion, strength to retain what you need to make sure that either your cup is filled up or to make sure that your wallet is, bursting at the seams. Like you're just setting yourself up for whatever kind of success you can cultivate that you can possibly be manifesting, right? Whatever you're dreaming, you're like, all right, it's time to kind of buckle down and get that going. Kind of. You have the discipline, you have the mentality, but the circumstances I'm not feeling have, like the environmental circumstances, have not allowed you to see a whole lot of that practice of discipline yet. So we'll see where it wants to take us. But so far, you've been doing the inward work, which is phenomenal. Work with the moons, work with your intuition, work with your senses, work with your nervous system. Just feel, and then become aware and befriend those feelings. It's good stuff. I think you're becoming aware that just thinking something is not as, like, it's not like doing the thing is the tough part of it, you know. Actually applying and implementing whatever practices and disciplines you have is the tricky part. But no, but we have a perspective coming through. I believe that's the moon card. We have a perspective coming. A new way to see these things, a new way to have a little gleaming light on what's been unknown to us thus far. I feel like that's just kind of what the experience of life is. But it's a deepening of this. The experience of life is experiencing, getting familiar with the unknown, with the new, with what you're afraid of. But you also know you're not afraid of anything at this point. You know that you become familiar with multiple experiences. So though things may have been your downfall in the past, you can find a way to implement them as your strengths. Maybe you have a habitual mindset and you are afraid to indulge in that, but what if only the bad things were what had you indulging in the past? The negative things, the things that hurt, the things that cost money, the things that grip you and tie you and imprison you. What if you applied those habitual habits towards the positive, the progressive, your strengths, your wants, your desires? What if you change your whole perspective on the whole game? I'm not going to put any promises in your pocket right now, but I am going to say some inspiring things will be coming through. These things that excite you to be you. The things that get a little fire in your step, a little pep in your step. A little pep in your step. The things that bothered you aren't bothering you so much. You're seeing that you've changed. You're recognizing a little bit more of from where you were, who you are now, therefore who you are becoming. But it's all present. It's all here right now, so it's who you are. But you know you're getting signs of who you're becoming. Nice. Getting a little taste of what your path is made of. You're getting a little taste of what your path is made out of. And what your path is made out of is you're doing great now. The wondering thoughts, the concerns, the am I where I'm supposed to be? Am I who I'm supposed to be? I'm not fully happy, blah, 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 blah. I'm not making it where I want to be, or something like that. You can't not be where you're exactly intended to be on your course in life. Paradoxically, it is in your control, and you have every ability to create something more that matters to you. Matter being this, these, matter, right? The room, matter. This shit takes time, and it starts up here, it starts in here, and it creates the world around you, metaphorically and literally. So, we're getting recognition inside awareness that we're crazy, and that's okay, because we don't have to be crazy anymore. Crazy was just a mindset that we created to protect ourselves, a protector. Crazy is who somebody else said you are, when really you're just trying to be. And when you can relax a little and really just 10 of Cups, be grateful for what you got right now. Just be at peace with where you're at right now in life. The doors kind of start to hold shut a little looser. They loosen up their grip. Because this game takes time. It is an experience. It is not just a state of being. It is an experience. So be at peace. You're learning the lessons that you need to learn. You're creating these mindsets that work for you. And you and your co-creator are doing it every step of the damn way. Perfectly. Paradoxically, perfect is imperfect, and that's what's perfect about it. It's all a perspective. To one person, nature is perfect. To another person, a 90-degree square architecturally sound building is perfect. You know, one's natural, one's synthetic. Who cares? It's a matter of perspective, and neither one of them are right. Neither one of them are wrong. Can you remain open-minded and share the other's perspective, though, without feeling some kind of emotional response or a charge to it? Does it not offend you or affect you? If something does, that's what you should look at. That's when we start to look at the things that piss us off or that annoy us in others or in self, in family matters, like all of the above. Look at the things that annoy you, that irk you, that get to you. Those are the things inside of you to really shine some of this moonlight on. And so you can walk through the paths that are set in front of you, that you've set up in front of you yourself. Be accountable. Be humble. And through this game of life, be discerning, intuitive, and try to get in touch with your innate body. Try to sense your feelings. Try to listen to the tingles, the shivers, the cold spots, the pings, the little ouches that are our tendons or tight ligaments, whatever. They're nudges, they're communication. Your body's telling you something. Your mind's telling you something. Your heart's telling you something different. It's your job to sit back and learn to sit in that state of observing. Be at peace with the feelings that are happening and use your best judgment to make sure that you're just enjoying things and protected all along the way. After that, you can't control heartbreak. Why would you? You can't control separation. You can't control death. You can't control time. You can only control how you feel and perceive the situations at hand. So do them proudly. Do yourself an honor and respect your choices. Make bold ones if you must. Make bold ones if you wish. But look at the present moment and reflect the 10 of Cups mentality and just be like, I'm nowhere near my dreams are wanting me to be. I'm nowhere near financially sound to the point where I'm free to buy my time back. But right now, it's the journey that I'm getting there that's going to be the fun fucking part. From today forward, when I get my legacy wealth taken care of and my dreams, all the failures included, and as my dreams change over time, can we stay focused? Can we achieve our dreams? Can we create it for ourselves? Because destiny is at play. My destiny wants it to say that I'm some kind of mogul, ready to create empires. If that doesn't happen, am I going to be let down? No, because it's the journey, and I trust and have faith that my journey will be just as fulfilling as if I had millions of dollars to my name and never had to worry about a thing ever again. But I don't believe that that's the case, because where's the spice in life without some stress? Stress is good. Failure's good. Stagnation's bad, unless you're meditating or like supposed to be stagnant. If you're supposed to sit still, it's a different story. It's a matter of perspective. No one's right, no one's wrong. You are you, and only. It's the system that has made us feel like we are, to whatever degree, alike. That we as human beings are, to whatever degree, so synchronistically genrenized that there are that there are different categories of people and stuff. Like, no, you are an individual universe. Honor yourself and don't worry about anyone else's. That's their responsibility. If you do the right things and it affects somebody negatively, it is up to them to learn that lesson, and however they want to come back and recognize and validate, hey, I know you did something for a good reason. I'm really glad you did. It really helped me shape up myself. Or they never learn that lesson and they hold a resenting grudge towards you. Do you want that kind of energy in your life anyways? If they're going to be an egotistical whatever about stuff, if they're going to be resentful about the choices that happened to me, if they're going to play the victim, I don't have time for that. Like, when I have millions of dollars, I will have time for that. But until then, the grapple between my time versus my dreams, they are intertwined. They do feed off of each other, but they are completely separate. And I'm not saying like the point of life is to get rich. It's to feel rich. It's to feel well off. It's to know you're fine, however you find that fineness about you. And to each their own. One person's fine is way different than another person's fine. And I feel like that's where the categories, the similarities start to come into play in our characters, in our connections, in what we like, not who we are and what we do in a more objectively state of view. I don't know if any of that's the right grammar, but kind of spaced out there. It's not like, hey, what do you do for a job? And it's like, that doesn't identify me, Hey, you're an angry person. That doesn't identify me. Hey, everyone can change. Will they? Do they? That's up to them. That's up to you to sit back and watch them and not allow yourself to be wrapped up in somebody's toxicity if it comes down to it. Be smart. Learn a little social awareness. Learn few little tricks to be able to tell you things that people don't tell you at face value. Trust is earned It's not given. And I've made that mistake my whole life. But once you get past the resentment of, dude, I've given out so much trust. Holy shit. Why? Nobody deserves, once you get over that anger and you accept things and you forgive yourself and you forgive others and you realize, hey, I don't have to be a hard ass. I just don't have to give myself all the way out. I get to change. I get to act differently. I get to think differently and feel differently and set different boundaries. Set boundaries at all. I get to. Right? So do you. We all do. And so do other people. And so when they do, can we accept? Can we adapt? Can we flow? Can we function? Do we connect? Do we align? Do we vibrate? Or do we need space? Things don't have to be traumatic. If they're traumatic, let them die down. Then move forward. Don't move on from. Move forward. Move through. Don't give up. No, no, no. Never go that way. So, and time goes forward. Just know that this too shall pass, no matter what. This too shall always pass. I'm pulling these cards and it's like recent, past, present, kind of incoming energy, future. And then they want me to pull my past deck and put it in the future because that's what it's going to be then too. Then will be like future then will be past then too. It will be in the past as well. This too shall pass. It will continue going forward. You will continue going forward as long as you don't quit and you don't stop. Quitting's bad. Failure's good. Just go for it. Sometimes I should take a message out of my own book and just go for it. We all should. We're hypocritical. We're ignorant. We're unknowing. And that gives us room to obtain wisdom. That gives us room to become flexible. That gives us room to grow. There was one point in my life where I wasn't really talking to my parents, but my dad. And as I was trying to come back out of that, and I was talking to my mom, and I had this understanding of, well, we don't really have a relationship. And that's okay, because no relationship is still a relationship. It's still a type of relationship. So you can't not have one. And because of that, that just gives us so much more infinite room for opportunity to grow, connect, still. And I like to sit in that mindset with kind of anything and everything of, I might not like something, but that does give us opportunity to ever want to connect or grow. I'm not going to force anything, but I'm definitely going to allow things. Some people are the opposite. Some people are the initiators. Some people, it's their job to step forward and start things. Some people are passive. Some people are the receivers. It's their job to just learn to relax, learn to allow, and learn to accept. Just kind of wanted to explain that story to kind of offer some different perception points on things. I don't find like ex-girlfriends or ex-partners, those aren't failed relationships. Those are very, very, very successful relationships still. Why? Because I'm still implementing and learning a lot of lessons that I've learned from my past with these people. They don't have to be heartbreaks. They can be heart lessons, heart strengths, muscles. They can be. It's just how you frame things, it's how you reframe things. And instead of getting all up hoity toity and your panties in a jumble about that stuff, why don't you take a break from the mental stress and just start doing something else? Start creating, start focusing on something else. To create your dream, create your life, create your legacy. Your destiny is to achieve. How are you going to do it? And how far and much are you going to achieve? You know? That's up to you. We are complete. I hope this message finds you well. If you like any of this, like, share, subscribe. I'm kind of aware that the volume's a little low. I'm kind of aware that this is all pretty run-of-the-mill standard videos, but, you know, more recognition means deeper messages, means bigger connection, reception, intuition, guidance, help for you, all of the above. So like, share, subscribe if you like this. It will help us grow. Always feel free to message in the comments. I love to hear and see and respond. With that, I'm going to take a deep breath and disconnect from this channel. You can join me if you'd like. And with that, we're going to go enjoy the day. I pray the best energies towards you and all that you are. And until then, much love, and until next time.